Gencon. I'm here. Rob's here. A guy named John Thomas is here. And David Zellers. Presently gaming. Could head to the vendors hall here in a bit. Talk to some guys about some beer games. Beer games exist. And Adam might show up. We don't know. He talked to Sun King. Very cool. You should see that now.
Talk about your beer.
It's really, really good.
Yeah, this is Sun King. They have beer. We're drinking it.
Where are we at?
Do you want to be the host? We're at Gencon.
You gotta learn somehow.
We're at Gencon. The 20-sided rye came out recently, so we're trying that. So that's what we're doing.
How do you like it so far?
I like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's very reminiscent of a rye beer.
That's what we were going for with that one, yeah. Yeah, it tastes like a rye beer. Perfect. So we nailed it. Great. Anybody else have better questions?
Give that.
See, incompetence makes me get rid of it, so I win.
Yeah. So,
Expectations low. There you go.
so we're here with Rick, and I'm sorry I didn't catch your name.
Chris.
Rick and Chris from Sun King, and we're trying the 20-sided rye. Give us a little bit of history about the brewery, if you guys would.
Sure thing. So Sun King Brewery's been in town since 2009. July 1st, we rolled our first keg out the door. In 2009, it was our wildest dream to brew 5,000 barrels of beer one day. Last year, we hit 30,000, and we're just going to keep on getting bigger and bigger.
So you're getting close, is what you're saying. You've almost reached your goal.
Yeah, almost.
5,000 is just right around the corner.
Yeah, I guess next year maybe we can talk about that when you guys head.
So we've been the official beer at Gen Con since, I believe, 2010.
Last 4 years, I think.
That's 4 or 5, definitely, yeah.
I've had 4 or 5. Yeah, I think we've had it every year. I like last year's.
Yep.
I remember that. The year before.
Last year was DrinkCon and Prosper.
Yeah.
The year before that was FrothCon. There was Flagon Slayer at some point. Yeah, there's another one that I'm forgetting.
So how did that come about? How did you guys become the official beer of Gen Con?
I'm not really sure. I don't know if they came to us or if we went to them, but I mean, we're always happy that this is a great event, and you know, they're always happy to embrace the culture. So I don't know exactly how it started, but we're definitely happy to continue doing it. It's been awesome.
Sun King's a very intensely local company. We all got our start here in Indianapolis, like I said, in 2009. Since then, we've just been trying to get our hands in as many fun local things as we can. So Gen Con being in town, it's a no-brainer. We, of course, wanted to do a beer.
And I think it's starting to rain, which is nice. But yeah, so where are you guys? I know that this is a Gen Con exclusive, so kind of once it's out, right?
Pretty much, yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if they want to either try this kind of immediately, around the con or afterwards, or if they want to try any of your other offerings, where are you guys located?
135 North College is our downtown location. We have a Fisher's location as well. It's off 96th Street. Do you know the address of that?
Not off the top of my head, no.
But it's 96th Street and I-69. So we'll have our Gen Con beer at the downtown location for sure, and it'll be at a lot of bars downtown as well.
What I know you'd mentioned your local connections. Do you do beers for any other kind of local events, teams, what have you?
Not so much events, but we do. We have our AAA baseball team, the Indians. We do a beer for them. It's called the Indians Lager. We made a beer for the Pacers last year called Tip Off. I don't know if we're going to do that again this year, but we usually do something for them. We're in Lucas Oil Stadium. We don't necessarily have a beer for them, but
we have a popcorn pilsner that we partner up with Just Pop In's, a local popcorn company, and we actually pop those kernels at where the Pacers play. So nice little kind of triple collaboration there as well.
What's your favorite beer in the lineup today? In general.
Ooh, there's a lot of good ones. Osiris is a good go-to. It's a house beer that we have all the time. It's a West Coast Pale Ale, but it's not overly hoppy. It's very drinkable. It's good to put back on a hot day like today.
We also have our GFJ right now in cans. That is our anniversary beer that we try to make every June or so. It's a fantastic IPA that's got nice big grapefruity notes to it. So,
And it's almost gone, so get it quick.
that's true.
Well, we pride ourselves on being a non-pretentious beer podcast. So for those maybe making the transition from maybe a Miller or a Bud product, getting them into the craft beer, what are some good introductory beers if someone shows up and says, "Hey, I don't know what I like. What do you put in front of them?"
So we have our Sunlight Cream Ale, which is a light beer. It's a really easy drinker, but it's super good too. Last year won gold medal at GABF, so it's a real good beer. That by far is our best introductory beer. That being said, all of our house beers are made to be drinkable. So any of them, I mean, we have our Wemax Scottish Ale, which is obviously a maltier beer. And that one's really good as well. So Sunlight Cream Ale for sure. Any of the house beers though.
He knocked it out of the park with that one.
Great. I think that pretty much. We've already asked that.
Have we?
Yeah.
All the locations and the new location?
Uh huh.
We were actually statewide for the first time as of about 4 or 5 months ago, so you can find Sun King beer at any liquor store pretty much across the entire state.
Are you guys doing anything out of state yet, or is it all just...
Our plan for now is to stay in state. We really want to become Indiana's beer, so not for at least for far foreseeable future, probably ever will we go out of state.
All right. Well, I think that's about all we've got. Thank you for your time, gentlemen. And
All right, now for the super official The Speak Podcast review of said beer that we're not at all biased about.
And we're super away from Sun
yeah,
King.
we're not even in
We're
close
not even
proximity.
No.
So a review you can trust. Adam,
Yes.
per usual.
Describe the can.
Describe the can. There's one in the trash can.
You got a 20-sided die with some stuff on it. It's blue. It's gray. It's gonna taste based off the can.
Does the video showing that you've actually consumed some of it take away from your description?
Yeah, I mean, I already know what it tastes like.
What's it taste like?
Kind of like a rye. It's about 20 different flavors, I think.
Yeah, Rob, what's it taste like?
good amount of maltiness to it. The hops are there to kind of offset. That's pretty nice. There's a really good balance there. The rye is present but not overwhelming. So all around, just pretty well balanced.
So 20 different flavors again. Like I said, there's 20.
I mean, 3 was specifically what I mentioned. There's more, I guess, but I don't know about 20.
This is pretty much not the Dr. Pepper of beer.
No.
Well, that's
so
24, isn't it?
it's like 20 something.
23.
Why 23? That's weird.
Look it. Shut your face.
Beer.
Beer. It's good beer. It's rye beer. Darkish beer. Plenty of malt. A little bit heavy for a rye. But
A little thicker mouthfeel.
if you had to rate your thick mouthfeel, overall, what would you rate it?
My overall thick mouthfeel rating?
Hey, Rob.
Solid and a half. Solid and a half all day long. It's, again, it's very well balanced. You've got all the tastes that work well together. You've got some complexity. It's flavorful without being overpowering. Just extremely drinkable. So, yeah, I would give this a solid and a half.
Did you want to answer this time, or are you going to drink again?
I would give it a solid. I keep on comparing it to last year's, which I liked a bit more.
What was the name of last year's, you remember?
Drink on and prosper. Live long and drink. Something about Spock. I think drink Spock and live.
Something about Spock, Sporks.
Yes, Spock Sports, Dr. Spock. So I'd give it a solid. Like, it is enjoyable. I guess for me, it's not really a style I typically like, but I can see myself having another one possibly in the 4 days we're here. Or how many? 4 days? 3 days left.
Well, today's the day. You're here this day.
Okay, so in the other days, I'm here.
There's, as it gets a little warmer, there's also a bit of a sweetness there that's pretty interesting.
Let me warm your glass.
Get out of my glass. I, too, give it a solid and a half, much like the Rob.
Why?
It's not my typical style, but I enjoy their rye quite a bit. And although it's a little heavier, it's still pretty enjoyable on a 90-something stupid degree day outside. I'm going to drink more, lots more. And you should too. You, the listenery, viewery people, you should drink lots more. Drink all of Sun King's beer.
Are we on the camera?
Yep.
Sure.
You're breaking the
Let's
fourth
call this
wall.
done.
Oh, sorry. I don't know we're being filmed.
See, very poorly. But I promise better interviews with beer.
Where's the link at? You got to include the link in the video.
David Zellers is pointing out that I might want to include the link. However, since I flashed to the clip of the interview, if you'd like to watch it, rewind.
Be kind. Rewind. I'm done. Your timing's off.
So yeah, there's that. We've got a parade later, and good times. Good times.